Quite well, I know. Namaste everyone. Welcome to Hindi University. Really excited to have all of you this Sunday. As you know, my name is Ashutosh, and we meet every Sunday 8 a.m. US Pacific time, which is time on the west coast of the US, to learn about the Hindi language. For those of you who are completely new to Hindi University, you can learn more about us by going to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Hindi University, one word. And you'll find all the prior videos that we have. And if you're interested in joining the live Sunday classes that we have, you can get all the details on this page, which is tiny.cc/Hindi University. And I highly recommend you check out this page because it has all the details about how to join the Sunday class that we have. Also the how do you join all the practice sessions that we have on a pretty regular basis and the time, right? So you'll get a HU Hindi University schedule there, as well as some of the other useful informations about the books that we've been following and all the topics. Let's say you want to brush up any of the topics, you can sort and get only those specific videos, from the shorter videos to the longer videos. Okay. With that being said, as you know that we've been following, this year is a blended curriculum, so we are doing stuff for beginners as well as intermediate plus, and multiple books have been followed, and lately we've been doing the book called Elementary Hindi by Professor Richard Delacy, who's a professor of Hindi at the Harvard University. And like the last class, we finished chapter 11 of Richard Delacy. And in this class, the goal is basically to start with a new chapter, chapter 12. And in this chapter 12, Delacy goes over the past tense in Hindi. Okay. He covers some of the interesting verbs. So my goal is by the end of this class, you guys will be all proficient in using the past tense. In the earlier chapter, Delacy spoke about habitual past tense. That's something that you used to do at a certain time, such as like I used to go to school, I used to work in this particular company. Basically, the habitual past tense, when the idea of that is like you mention that the actions took place at a particular time, okay, that you used to do it as a habit. But the simple past tense is basically when you talk about the action, when you just talk about the action took place. Okay, you don't really talk about a specific time. Okay, you don't really talk about do not indicate that when they took place. Okay, so you do not talk about when they happened or took place. Okay, when they happened or took place, only that they were complete. Okay, so the goal for this class, as I said, is to dig deeper into the past indefinite tense or simple past tense. Okay, and by with the use of it, you'll be able to make simple sentences, and then I'll go over the interesting work that he covers. So you can cover something like I went to India. Okay, it doesn't talk about when, it just says like that you went to India. Similarly, like you can say I came to the USA. Okay, or you can say something like I lived in Mexico. Okay, these are all examples of simple past tense. Or something like I played piano. It doesn't talk about when, it just talks about that you did, the action took place. Okay, or I slept. Okay, all of these are simple past tense. Okay, so far so good. Initially it will be some brush up, as I said, because some of you may be new, and after that the main thing that Delacy covers in the first part of this chapter is the new word, basically, which is called paida hona, to be born. Okay, paida hona or bada hona. पैदा होना and बड़ा होना. पैदा होना to be born, बड़ा होना to become big or to to be raised. Okay. My goal is like you'll be able to use both of them in many different contexts. And normally when you meet someone getting introduced, like when you're learning about them, what their name is, where they're from, like you generally ask like so where were you born? Okay, where were you raised? All those conversations will become very easy for you as you interact with people. Okay, and it will be part of your like sort of your Hindi learning list, if you will, right, where you can ask them about their whereabouts. Okay. So with that, let's just do some more basics and then we'll dig deeper into the interesting work that Delacy covers. As always, like whenever you have questions, feel free to ask me the question. Okay. So we'll take the example that Delacy also takes, like as you know, the verb which is to walk. To walk. And JDG, what is to walk in Hindi?
Chalna.
Chalna, very good. Chalna. Okay, you will write as ch, la, and then na with an a. Okay, so far so good, right? And similarly, when you are saying I walk in present tense, JDG, it will be मैं
Chala.
Still present tense, not past.
Oh, chalta hun.
Okay, so you remove the na for present tense and you will put for masculine singular ta, मैं चलता हूँ, masculine singular, right? For a male, okay? मैं चलता हूँ. In the past, simple past tense, you will say I walked. And you will remove, what will you do, JDG? You will remove the na and you will say मैं
Chala.
Very good, chala. Okay, you will not say मैं चलता था because that would be your habitual past tense. I used to walk. Okay, मैं चला. So all you've done is you're putting the ending a. मैं चला. Okay, मैं चला. I walked. Okay. Similarly, even if you were to say this is I is, as you know, मैं, and if you are saying for you also, JDG, that will be as well.
May chale.
No, so you would be, let's say you want to say informal you,
Tu chala.
very good. Same thing, tu chala. You remove the na and put a, tu chala. Okay. Similarly, yeh and veh. Oh, sorry. Yes, veh and so he and she. So veh for masculine singular will be veh. Sorry.
Chala.
Veh chala. Same thing, right? Veh chala, which is he walked. He walked. So far it's simple pattern. You're removing the base stem and you're removing the na and you're just putting the a sound to the base stem. Veh chala. Okay. Same thing if let's say who we have here, Susan ji. If you were to say the same thing, how would you say that? Right now, JD said मैं चला, तू चला, and वह चला. Okay. How would you say that? Yes.
As a female, it would be मैं चली.
Very good. So you'll say मैं चली. So you will put the e sound here, e stem. Yes.
It will still be tu chala, unless it's feminine. It's somebody is speaking to it, which is feminine. It'll be tu chali.
Tu chali. Okay. And then this one, वह.
Vah chali.
Sorry.
Yeah, vah she, vah chali.
Very
Also.
Very good, right? Vah chali. Right. So we did both the male and the female. Okay. Vah chali. Okay. Now the same thing if you were to do as like we as a group of people, and if you were to say we walked, you have to remember these rules, ending with a for masculine singular and ending with e for feminine singular. Okay. If you were to say we walked, let's see, Daniel ji, how would you say that?
Ham chali.
For a guys, group of people, or a group of male and female, hum
chali with an E.
Okay, for female, yes. If a group of female, hum chali. For a group of both of them, hum chale. A.
Chale. Yes. Chale.
And hum chali, it with a nasalized sound is a for female. Okay, group of female. Right, hum
ठीक है.
chale and chali. Okay. Similarly, if you were to be using the formal you would say the same thing. It would be aap.
Ab chali. Chale.
Okay. Very good, right? Same thing. Aap chale for, if you want to give respect, and aap chali for female, right? And similarly, you want to say they walked. That would be
Vai chale.
very good. Ve chale and ve chali. Same thing. Yes. So far, so good. Right? Simple. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'm gonna ask you a simple thing. Just I have it here so that way you don't confuse it, you don't forget it. Okay. And you can use the same pattern. And who can give me the new verb? Who can give me a new verb that we can try? Let's say you have. Yeah. Go for it.
I was gonna say Sona for sleep.
Okay, Sona is good one, but I'll come to that one because it is the base term is ending with the vowel, right? So then you have a ya, right? So I'll come to that also because I want to give I want to give an explanation of that, and then so let's say to speak. To speak, very good, bolna, right? Bolna. So I want all of you to write it down, as simple as it may sound. I want you to write down for everything. I spoke, you spoke, okay? We spoke. You have already in front of you, right? The base stem is bol, okay? But you just have to use it in the simple past tense, okay? I mean, again, it can be used in both ways, but right now you're going to use it as an intransitive form.
Okay,
yes?
that was my question, that this was a transitive verb.
Oh, yes, it is basically you're not using nay in this case. Ma'am, you will simply saying it intransitively. And if it confuses you, I can try a different one, but it's okay. You can use it. How are you doing, Rita ji? Good to hear you. Good to hear from you.
I know I'm good. My daughter and my granddaughter are here with me now, finally. So
Amazing. Must be great feeling.
it is.
All right, let's see. Let's see how you guys doing. Okay. Okay, awesome. I want all of you to try it out, even if you're watching it on Facebook also. Please do try. Okay. All right, Rita ji, you want to try it out? I spoke.
Oh, may boli,
मैं बोली. Okay. We spoke.
hum bole,
हम बोले. Okay. We spoke a lot.
hum bahut bole,
हम बहुत बोले. Okay. Risha ji, they spoke. They spoke.
Still me?
Yes. No.
Oh, I thought you
Risha.
said Richa. That's what I thought.
Risha. Yes. So if she, I don't know, I think she should be there. But Sharmila ji, you want to try? They spoke.
वे बोले
Ve bole. Okay. Ve bole. Okay. They did not speak. Negative. They did not
Ne-
speak.
वे नहीं बोले
Okay, they did not speak at all.
वे बिल्कुल नहीं बोले
Right? वे बिल्कुल नहीं बोले, वे कुछ नहीं बोले. Okay, they didn't utter a single thing. वे कुछ नहीं बोले. Okay, and sometimes we complain, right? Like we went to yesterday's their house, they didn't speak at all. Right? So you can say the same thing in Hindi, with past indefinite. कल मैं वहाँ गई. We have not done the the jana past, we'll do it. कल मैं वहाँ गई, वहाँ बैठी, I sat there, okay. लेकिन they didn't speak, like वे कुछ नहीं बोले. The entire thing is written in past indefinite, by the way, okay. I can say it again. कल मैं वहाँ गई, yesterday I went there. वहाँ बैठी, I sat there. लेकिन but they didn't speak at all. वे कुछ नहीं बोले. Okay. Any questions so far? This is simple, right? I hope, but feel free to ask questions. Okay. No questions? Everybody good? Thumbs up? Yes? All right. So now change it. So this is so far very simple verb called bolna and chalna. We have not covered it as part of the Delacy class, but these are all intransitive verbs. There is no sort of direct object receiving this action. Okay, we'll come to that later on. We'll talk more about how do you find out. Okay, but now we'll do a different, same thing, you know, intransitive verb only. But let's say you have the verb that some of you were saying, which is basically to come or to sleep. So let's do to come and then you can practice with the to sleep. To come is, Sheilaji, what is to come? Like I came to the USA.
Aya.
Ana, very good, right? The word is Ana. You will write it as a with a and then Ana, basically. It's a vowel itself, Ana. It follows the same pattern, but the only thing is when you remove the base stem, okay, you will notice that you are left with a. Okay, and generally when you have situations where the base stem is ending with a, okay, this sound a or o, a or o vowel sound, okay, you will end up putting the ya in addition, basically here. Okay, you will end up putting ya as a sort of, which is considered semi vowel, ya. Okay, and what do I mean by that? Just like you have in your chalna becomes chala, your ana, you have a already. I'm gonna erase it here. Okay, so just like you have, you know, the only difference is the base stem has a or o, these sound. So whenever you have that, you know, you will put the ya. So here you have chala. Instead of chala, it will become, Shilaji, it will become
Aya.
aya. Aya. So you will say मैं आया. And for a girl, it will be Shilaji, मैं
Ai.
आई. Okay. So how will you say I came to America?
मैं America ai.
Okay. And for me, I'll say मैं America आया. Okay. We can make variation, right? Or you can say मैं India आई or मैं, you know, however, right? So the only difference you will see here is, unlike before where chalna, the base stem is chal, it is not ending with these a or o, so you're just following a ending. Okay, let's do the next one. How would you, same thing, right? You came. Okay, who would say that? Let's see. Angelaji, how are you doing?
Namaste, I'm very well, thank you.
You are talking to someone and you are telling them, when did you come to America? You are someone very close to you, you can feel comfortable using the pronoun to, which is basically informal.
Okay. To America Cub Aya.
Beautiful. To America kab aaya? Okay, to America kab aaya? Okay, and or similarly, if you're talking to a girl, it would be
To America Cub Ai.
to America kab aayi? Okay, awesome, great job there. Okay, she, and then again, like you are talking about someone, same thing, you're saying like she came to the party. She came to the party. Delia ji, you? She came. हाँ?
वह समारोह आई
वह समारोह, okay, in the party, can वह समारोह
समारोह
Yes.
में आई
Very good. And For a guy, it would be
वो समारोह में आया.
beautiful. वह समारोह में आया. समारोh is party. A generic word for any kind of a celebration. You know, if you don't know it, you can just simply say party. Okay, and that would be do. That will do. But the word she used was samaroha. So you have a sa with ma and a, ra with o and ha. Samaroha. Okay, samaroha. So far, so good, right? So you did the masculine singular, feminine singular. Aya. Okay. Now let's do the next one. We came. Let's say a group of you came to arrived India, and you're like, we came to India yesterday. Okay. So we came to India yesterday. Anita ji, how are you doing, Professor Anita?
Very well, thank you. हम कल भारत आए.
Beautiful, right? So just like you have chale, you know, if you don't put the year, it would look like AAE. But what you are doing is like putting the year sound there. So हम आए, we came. Okay. हम भारत आए, or we came to India. हम इंडिया आए. Okay. कल हम इंडिया आए. We came to India yesterday. आए. Okay. What about so this is a group of male and a female, or a group of a male. How about just a group of ladies?
हम
Again,
कल भारत आए.
very good, right? So हम कल भारत आए. Okay. Same thing. E with a nasalized sound. Okay. कल हम भारत आए. Okay. Okay. Let's do the same thing, and then let's do some more pronouns. So we did we, and then you. Let's do the you formal also while we are here. Who would do this one? Jackie ji, how are you doing?
Namaste ji.
Namaste.
Up aya. Yeah, up IE.
Up aye. Okay. You want to give respect?
Up IE. Huh.
Aye, okay. Same thing. Let's just like you want to Angela ji, but you want to ask the same thing. When did you come to India?
Up cub Bharat Gaye IE.
Beautiful. आप कब भारत आए? Okay. आप कब भारत आए? Beautiful. Right? Good so far, right? It was not difficult. You said it perfectly without any hesitation. Same thing. How would you ask the respectfully to to a respected lady? How would you ask them?
Up. What was it in English? When did you come to India?
Yes.
Sorry. Up Bharat Cub IE.
आप कब भारत आई? Okay. आप कब भारत आई? Okay. Similarly, they, you would use the same thing, like they came to India. वे भारत आए. वे भारत आए. Okay. वे कल भारत आए. Okay. Or you can say somebody negative if you want to say वे भारत नहीं आए. They didn't come to India. Okay. They rather went to Sri Lanka. वे Sri Lanka, and then you can say they went to गए. वे Sri Lanka गए. Okay. I know I just said it, because this is still in a way you've done it similar thing before, but let's just do one exercise for this also, which is to sleep, as you guys, some of you mentioned, which is what is to sleep?
Sona.
Sona. Very good. Sona. You have a s with o and then na. Sona. You remove it and you will see the base stem has the vowel O. So just like that, you will end up putting the year there if you're using it in the past indefinite tense or simple past tense. Okay. So you have to do the same thing, all of you. Like you want to say, I slept, I was very tired, I just slept. Okay, I slept. You slept, she slept, we slept, same thing, they slept. They were very tired and they just slept. Okay. Let's see. Barbara ji, how are you doing?
मैं ठीक हूँ.
धन्यवाद
How will you say I slept?
मैं सोई
Okay. Now use an adverb. I slept peacefully.
मैं
Hmm? Adjective, right? Sorry, adverb. Peaceful. Ending with L.
peacefully बहुत मैं बहुत सोई
Very good, right? So you can say when boss say I slept a lot. Peacefully is who would say that?
I don't know peacefully
Shanti say.
Shanti se.
okay sir
Shanti se. Right?
शांति से
Yeah, Shanti se. How would you say now?
मैं शांति से सोई
Right? मैं शांति से सोई. Okay, beautiful. Okay. Let's see. Radhika ji, how are you doing?
Naushiji, I'm fine.
How would you say we? Same thing with we.
Peacefully? Okay. हम शांति से सोए
You want to use any another
और
adverb?
हम आराम से सोए
I was gonna ask you the same thing. आराम से सोए. आराम से, right? आराम. Generally thing, right? When you visit your family or friends, like you they ask you, right? You slept okay, and you're like, yeah, हम आराम से सोए. हम बहुत आराम से सोए. So this
Yeah.
is comfortably. This is peacefully, right? So you are just trying to add some adjectives because we've learned adjectives in the previous chapter, right? So you should feel comfortable. Comfortable. आराम से. Anyway, you slept. Did you sleep comfortably? Who would say that? Let's say, did you sleep comfortably? Let's say someone who has not tried before. Sunita ji, how are you doing? You tried it. Did you sleep comfortably?
क्या आप comfortably मैं नहीं जानती
So verb is sona. You remove the na. It's ending.
yeah.
Na.
मैं क्या आप but comfortably
Comfortably is this.
आराम से सोइए
Beautiful, right? क्या आप आराम से सोए? Right? क्या आप आराम से सोए? And the person can say, हाँ मैं बहुत आराम से सोया. Yes, I slept comfortably. मैं बहुत आराम से सोया. और नहीं, मैं आराम से नहीं सोया. मुझे बहुत bugs काटे. Right? You can say however they want. Okay. So this is so far just till a brush up. Okay. In the second half, Delacy, he picks up a pace a little bit. Okay. So this is sort of just a primer, and then he comes to the point that in slightly intermediate or like higher level of your beginner journey, you also need to use some of the verbs, which basically it's a combination of adjectives and along with hona. So pada, the way you write is pada is per with a and the with a. Pada. Okay. When you just use pada, it's an adjective. It means born. Okay, born or created. Born or created. Okay. When you use it with another verb called hona, hona you guys have heard it multiple times. It has multiple use cases. Hona is to happen. Okay. Multiple meanings: to happen, to occur. Okay. But when you use them together, it becomes a word called pada hona. Pada hona. Okay. I'll write it in Devanagari as well. So you have a pa with a, da, pada hona. Pada hona. Okay. Which means to be born, created and produced. To be born. Okay. Created or produced. Produced, okay. Okay, to be born, created,
Master
and
G,
yes.
would that always be used for a person or a living thing that was born, or would
Yes,
it be used for
yes.
ideas that you created or produced an idea?
It can be used for anything.
Oh,
Idea that is produced, the tension that is produced, a
okay.
person who is produced or born. Okay, anything basically it will be used, and we will cover that. And that's where it, even though it may sound simple, your question, it may sound simple that I'm just learning, but no, it can be used in multiple ways. I'm going to read some of the headlines of a newspaper to kind of tell you that how frequently it is being used.
Okay, thank you.
So पैदा होना, okay. I'm going to write some. I hope you guys all remember or wrote it down. And now, because we will be using the same thing for this word, okay, पैदा होना, okay. So just like that, if you were to conjugate the verb पैदा होना, for masculine singular, masculine plural, feminine singular, and feminine plural. Okay. How would you use for masculine singular? And again, we're talking about basically past, simple past tense.
हुआ, पैदा हुआ.
Very good. Okay, give me 1 minute. I think it should be my spot. Okay, so it would be पैदा हुआ. Beautiful, right? So you have पैदा हुआ. Okay, पैदा हुआ. And it's basically her with u and पैदा हुआ. This thing doesn't change, पैदा, regardless of it's for male or a female. पैदा remains पैदा. Unlike some of the other one, बड़ा, the adjective bada gets sort of inflected, right? Bada, badi, bade. Right? Paida doesn't change. Paida remains paida. Okay, paida hua. What about this? Donna ji? Masculine plural. Donna ji, you have to unmute yourself. Yes.
There we go. Ve pada hue.
Hue. Hue. Paida hue. Okay. And the way you write it, you have a ha with u and then a, hue. Donna ji, why don't you continue this also? Feminine singular and feminine plural.
Feminine singular peda hui
Okay. Paida hui.
and peda hui.
Okay, very good. So you have paida hui, and this one you're saying is paida hui with an nasalized sound, right? So
Right.
with e and a nasalized sound, paida hui. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now we'll make some sentences. First, we'll make simple sentences, then we'll make difficult sentences. Okay. Donna ji, how will you say you were born? Just simple, you were born.
Ap peda hui.
Beautiful, right? Aap, we're using the respectful form of aap, you, aap, okay? But because this is respecting, you're using the masculine plural and you're saying aap paida hue. Now you are meeting someone, okay, new person, and you're talking to them. You want to know, where were you born? Donna ji, how would you say that?
Ap kahan peda hui.
Very good, right? So you'll say aap kahan पैदा हुए. Okay, आप कहाँ पैदा हुए? Okay, we'll read a paragraph and you will see the use of पैदा होना multiple times. So we should try all different kind of combinations. Okay, let's see. Master Ramji, how are you doing?
बढ़िया है, ठीक है.
You want to know, ask someone, basically pick any person and ask them,
अच्छा शीला जी आप कहाँ पैदा हुए हैं?
मैं dumbarton में पैदा हुई.
You can ask the same thing now.
मीता जी आप कहाँ पैदा हुई?
मैं टोक्यो में पैदा हुई.
Awesome. Mitaji, you also want to try it out?
So Anita जी आप कहाँ पैदा हुई?
मैं स्विट्जरलैंड में पैदा हुई. दिलिया जी आप कहाँ पैदा हुई?
मैं जर्मनी में पैदा हुई. और शर्मिला जी आप कहाँ पैदा हुई?
मैं ट्रिनिडाद में पैदा हुई.
Now change it from कहाँ से कब, because
हाँ, जेडी जी आप कब पैदा हुए?
मैं lama समय पहले पैदा हुआ.
What did you say? Eh?
I tried to say I was born a long time ago.
बहुत समय पहले. So let's say you want to. It was a trick question, not in a way of like you can give any date, okay? But the point is, remember, you in the previous class, what did we say? Whenever there is a date, what postposition do you use?
Mene.
No. There was one postposition after the date.
Oh,
You just
after the date, co.
Very good. Right. So let's say you were born on January 3rd, 1962. I'm just making it up. Okay. So you can say मैं 3rd January 1962 को पैदा हुआ. Right? So you can do now when you are introducing yourself or meeting someone new, you can ask like not just like when, where, like where were they born, when were they born as well, right? Typically you don't ask, but yeah, you should have this in your toolbox, right? Cool. Okay, keep going, JDG.
What's the question?
Yeah, you just have to ask either of those two questions to your colleagues.
When were you born? आप कहाँ पैदा हुए? Daniel.
मैं New Zealand मैं New Zealand में पैदा हुई. हुआ. Donna. What am I saying? Ab Kahan पैदा हुई.
मैं Louisville, Kentucky पैदा हुई.
Awesome. Okay.
May. I forgot my May. Louisville, Kentucky, May.
Any questions so far? Anyone who's finding it hard? Be honest. And if you have any questions, this is your time. You can unmute yourself and ask. Because now I'm going to write down some of the. I was searching for Paida Hona, and then I got some. As you know, Jackie Ji was asking some news clippings. I'm going to write it down for you. Usually they dramatize it, right? So I'm going to write it down in a similar way so you can really see. When you read it next time, at least you'll at least understand that, right? So I'm going to erase it. I'm going to write it down. You guys have to all think about what is being written or what is being said in this news. Most of the news are like clickbait, okay? But okay, I'm going to write it down just like this, but you have to think and write it down, okay? Don't look at anybody else's answer. Okay, so this is the news clipping. कब कहाँ और कैसे, कब कहाँ और कैसे पैदा हुआ कोरोना virus. Okay, this is the headline and there is a big paragraph underneath it. Okay, what do you think the article is talking about?
Nice one. Nice one.
Right? Jackie ji, what do you think the article will explain?
I think it's asking when, where, and how did the coronavirus start? Was it created? Yeah.
Produced or created. So instead of born, it is, you can say born also, but like, it changes, right? Pada, it becomes like created, right? Yes. Awesome.
Yeah.
Good
Thank
job.
you.
I'm gonna write in one more time. Okay. This is again like random news article that you have. So now the next one is Britain में, okay. Britain में पहली बार डीएनए से ओके, ब्रिटेन में पहली बार डीएनए से पैदा हुआ बच्चा. Okay, I just simplified it. It was a little bit different. What do you think this article is going to talk about? Let's see. Everybody should think at least. Britain में, okay, let's see. Meeta ji?
Is it when was IVF first created in Britain?
Which one? Yes, that right. Very good, right? So, okay, awesome. Anybody else would like to try? Susan ji?
That was in Oldham where I worked.
Say one more time.
That was in Oldham, the first test tube baby in near
That's your. Say one more time, Nandini ji.
near Manchester in Oldham was the first test tube baby.
I see. Okay, so you got this one, right? What are they talking about, Nandini ji? In Britain, and then
Britain में first time.
पहली बार is first time. Okay.
Through DNA, by DNA and through DNA.
Okay.
पैदा हुआ, the child which was born by DNA.
Okay. Very good, right? Awesome, right? So this is another sort of a news article, basically a headline of it. I'm gonna do two more, but the point is like you should, if you search for it, you will get. Basically, it's answers the question that Jackie was asking. Like, should I use the like "aap kahan paida hue"? Is it only used in that context, or it is used elsewhere also, where the idea is born? Okay, you can use it for idea is born as well. Similarly, like some incident happened, or the article was like something like this, or बहुत तनाव पैदा हुआ. Who knows the word तनाव? Who knows the word तनाव?
Is it stress?
Yes. Tension or stress. Okay, बहुत तनाव पैदा हुआ. I mean, this is used quite a lot, like whenever there is any sort of fight or something like that, right? बहुत तनाव पैदा हुआ. Okay. Okay, this one is the recent one. Nepal में, and this is like नेपाल में क्यों पैदा हुई? नेपाल में क्यों पैदा हुई? I'm going to write it down in English. Political crisis. Okay, नेपाल में क्यों पैदा हुई political crisis. It was written in Hindi, which is नेपाल में क्यों पैदा हुआ राजनीतिक संकट. Okay, राजनीतिक संकट is long word. It's nothing but a political crisis. So I made it easy for you. What do you think they're talking about, Sheila ji?
I think they're asking what the political crisis was.
One more time.
Why there was a political crisis?
Yes. Why the political crisis was created or produced or happened in Nepal. And then it says Jani, like imperative, learn about it. like, and then you read the paragraph and then try to give a summary about it, like what really happened, right? I'm gonna now read it. I'm not gonna write it down, okay? Because sometimes, right, they write the English words in Hindi, so it's the word is indoor plant, but they write it as like indoor पौधे, which makes it very hard for non-native, like, speakers or learners, like, because if it is written as like indoor and then you have पौधे, you can still read it indoor पौधे,
You
but
might, it's a place called indoor, indoor pode.
they write it like this, indoor पौधे, which makes it very hard, because like by the time you read it, it's gonna put tension in your mind, like what the heck is this? Anyway, they say indoor पौधे जो सबसे ज्यादा ऑक्सीजन पैदा करते हैं. I'm gonna read it out one more time. Indoor, which is indoor plants, indoor पौधे जो सबसे ज्यादा ऑक्सीजन पैदा करते हैं. And then there's a huge article about it. Okay, what do you think they're talking about?
Indoor plants create oxygen.
Very good, right? Indoor plants जो सबसे ज्यादा
More oxygen.
सबसे ज्यादा ऑक्सीजन पैदा करते हैं. डेलिया जी?
Which create the most oxygen.
Indoor plant which जो सबसे ज्यादा ऑक्सीजन पैदा करते हैं, right? I hope it makes sense. The point is not to kind of stress you out. The point is to just create this curiosity. This पैदा होना can be used in multiple ways, right? So you should be open when you are sort of reading about it. You should be open that, yeah, this is normal. Okay. Okay.
Sorry, is that peda karna as well?
पैदा करते हैं. That's right. Right. पैदा करते हैं. You want me to write it down?
Thank you.
Okay. The last one is interesting. I'm going to write it down. The last one, and then so makdi. What is makdi?
Flies.
Okay, spider.
Spider.
Makdi ke, and this is like Nandini ji, this will be like a doctor thing basically. मकड़ी के काटने से पैदा होती है. So now this is interesting, right? पैदा होना, because पैदा होती है, मकड़ी के काटने से पैदा होती है सूजन और खुजली. Lot of new vocabulary words here, but let's say you read it for the very first time and you don't know the meaning of sujan, khujli, spider. Okay, you probably know this thing a little bit, kaatne se, because kaatna is to cut or to bite, right? Say is, you can make out like, say is a postposition. Paida hona, it is written in the like, JDG, how will you dissect this whole thing? You don't know the word sujan, you don't know the khujli, makdi. How will you find out the meaning of it? By asking question in Hindi.
क्या मतलब सूजन है?
सूजन का मतलब क्या है? Okay.
क्या
Who
है?
are you? Okay, swelling.
Donna knows.
Okay, swelling. Okay, ask her more. This time I will not give the answer. Donna will give.
क्या आप no, kya, I can't read the word. What is it?
This one?
Yes.
This khujli, sorry.
Khujli. Okay. Matlab khujli hai.
खुजली का मतलब क्या है? Okay, one more time.
Khujli matlab kya hai?
Beautiful. खुजली का मतलब क्या है?
Itching.
Itchiness.
Madam Maggie. Oh,
Yes, that's right. Itchiness.
Itching.
Itching. Itching. Very good, right? Itching. Okay. Now, do you know? Do you understand that, JD?
Yes, yes. So the question is, the sentence is spider bites, the bite of spiders causes swelling and itching.
There you go. There you go. Amazing. Right. And and then they'll write the whole, then there's a whole article about it. Right. And they'll talk about maybe which chemical is produced, and then that's the source of itchiness and, and swelling. Any questions? Anyone? Before we switch to the reading part, which is like two characters they're talking about, same thing, paida hona. Right? Right, so I'm going to share my screen and there will be a paragraph in front of you. Give me just 1 minute. And so this is like from the chapter 12 of Delacy only. Okay. And I'm going to see if hopefully all of you can see my screen. And I'll try to make it slightly bigger. So, okay, who would like to, because we will have at least 2 or 3 times reading it. Feel free to raise your hand. There are 2 characters here, Kavita and Deepak. Who would like to read it? It's not that big of a paragraph, so hopefully we can read it a few times. Raise your hand. Who's coming?
I don't know how to raise my hand.
Which one? I can't. Okay.
I don't know how to raise my hand, but I can try to do one of them.
So say your name one more time.
Summer.
Okay. All right. So you will be Kavita, and Deepak. Let's say Radhika ji, you are Deepak. Okay. Both of you.
Okay. You want me to start?
Let's start, please.
दीपक, तुम कहाँ पैदा हुए?
मैं इलाहाबाद में पैदा हुआ. Sorry, it's gone.
Oh, I think you're saying it right. What happened?
Sorry, I don't know.
Tum?
Is it coming now?
Yeah,
The voice?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, मैं इलाहाबाद में पैदा हुआ. तुम कहाँ पैदा हुई?
मैं दिल्ली में पैदा हुई. तुम्हारी बहन कहाँ पैदा हुई?
वो और मेरे भाई दोनों इलाहाबाद में पैदा हुए. हम तीनों इलाहाबाद में what is that? बड़े हुए. लेकिन तुम लोग पहले बंबई में रहते थे ना?
हाँ, मैं बम्बई में बड़ी हुई. बहुत साल तक हम बम्बई में रहे दादा दादी के साथ. उससे पहले मेरे माँ बाप दिल्ली में रहते थे. मेरे पिताजी दिल्ली के रहने वाले हैं और मेरी माँ
Uttarakhand.
उत्तराखंड
के पहाड़ों में पैदा हुए. अगर मेरी माँ दिल्ली पढ़ाई के लिए नहीं आती तो शायद वे नहीं मिलते.
Beautiful, right? It may be hard as you're reading it to make sense of the whole paragraph, which is normal, right? Because it's you may be intermediate plus, but that's still a normal phenomena, right? So why don't you guys now reflect on what is being like read and try to make sense of it? We'll read it 2 more times. So let's see who would like to read it this time. Jackie ji, you want to read it? Be comfortable?
Deepak.
Yeah. So no, wait. So you will be Kavita, and let's do Deepak. Who would be Deepak? Okay, Nandini ji, you will be Deepak. Right? Go for it.
Deepak, tum kahan paida hue?
मैं इलाहाबाद में पैदा हुआ। तुम कहाँ पैदा हुई?
मैं दिल्ली में पैदा हुई। तुम्हारा बहन कहाँ पैदा हुई?
वो और मेरे भाई दोनों इलाहाबाद में पैदा हुए। हम तीनों इलाहाबाद में बड़े हुए, लेकिन तुम लोग पहले बम्बई में रहते थे ना?
हाँ, मैं मुंबई में बड़ी हुई। बहुत साल तक हम मुंबई में रहे, दादा दादी के साथ। उससे पहले मेरे माँ बाप दिल्ली में रहते थे। मेरे पिताजी दिल्ली के रहने वाले हैं और मेरी माँ उत्तराखंड के पहाड़ों में पैदा हुई। अगर मेरी माँ दिल्ली पढ़ाई के लिए नहीं आती तो शायद वे नहीं मिलते।
Very good. Okay. Now we'll read it, and along the same way, we will try to translate it as well. And folks who cannot read Devanagari, that's totally okay. At least you're getting the listening practice. And next time when people are reading it, they'll also translate it. So, Donaji, you want to read it? So you will be Kavita, and Sheilaji, you will be Deepak. Okay. You read it and you slowly translate it as well. So start, Donaji.
Okay, Deepak, tum kahan paida hue? So Deepak, where were you born?
मैं Islamabad में पैदा हुई. I was born in Islamabad. तुम कहाँ पैदा हुई? Where were you born?
मैं दिल्ली में पैदा हुई। तुम्हारी बहन कहाँ पैदा हुई? I was born in Delhi. Where was your sister born?
तुम्हारी बहन कहाँ पैदा हुई? Okay.
वहाँ और मेरे भाई दोनों इस्लामाबाद में पैदा हुए. So her and my brother both were born in Islamabad. हम तीनों इस्लामाबाद में बड़े हुए. All three of us grew up in Islamabad. लेकिन तुम लोग पहले बॉम्बे में रहते थे ना? But you people were living in Bombay,
right?
Asking as a question, yes.
Right. Yeah, awesome.
हाँ, मैं बॉम्बे में बड़ी हुई. Yes, I grew up in Bombay. बहुत साल तक हम बॉम्बे में रहे दादा दादी के साथ. We lived for a long time in Bombay with my grandparents. उससे पहले मेरी माँ बाप दिल्ली में रहते थे. At first, my mom and dad lived in Delhi.
Prior to that,
With them.
उससे पहले.
Before that, my mom and dad lived in Delhi. मेरे पिताजी दिल्ली के रहने वाले हैं. My father is from New Delhi, or he lived in Delhi. He's a liver in New Delhi.
Resident.
A Delhi resident.
Delhi,
There you go. or Meri Ma Uttarakhand ke paharon mein paida hui, and my mother was born in this mountain,
mountains of
mountains of Uttarakhand. Agar meri ma dili parai ke liye nahi aati, to shayad ve nahi milde. So if my mother hadn't come to Delhi to study, then maybe they wouldn't have met.
Awesome, awesome.
Good.
Any questions on this paragraph? This was hard, okay, but you saw so many usage of paida hona. Again, paida hua, hui. We didn't do bada hona, but just like paida hona, bada hona, to be raised, okay. So I grew up in Rajasthan. मैं राजस्थान में बड़ा हुआ, okay. I was raised in Rajasthan, right? So you can use that. But unlike paida hona, paida doesn't change. You know, for me, I will say मैं बड़ा हुआ. For Jackie ji, she'll say मैं बड़ी हुई. For us, you will say हम बड़े हुए. Just like, you know, you make changes to any adjective and it gets inflected. Like, so bada will get inflected. Okay. And then hona, which we learned about hona, how it changes for masculine singular, you know, masculine plural, feminine singular, and feminine plural. Any questions by anyone on this paragraph? I'm going to stop the broadcast for folks who watched live. Thank you so much. I'm going to just stop the